Hello, Villages Honor Flight, and welcome to our monthly video. Hope you guys have all had a good spring so far. As we always do, we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now we'll have a moment of silence for those that have fallen. Okay, so it's been a couple months since we have spoken with each other. I hope you missed the April video. We did not. We decided to combine the April and May videos for a couple reasons. One, we were going to have, and we did have, a Villages Honor Flight management team meeting in the middle of April. And we wanted to make sure that whatever came out of that meeting would be available for this video. And secondly, Honor Flight National was going to have a board meeting the end of April. And so we wanted to make sure that we incorporated information that Honor Flight National put out based on their board meeting. So this is the April and May video. So being that it's the May video, first of all, I want to wish a happy belated Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. And secondly, we had a fantastic golf tournament. I want to thank the coordinator, Frank Moravsik, and all the donors, all the sponsors, all the golfers, and of course, all the volunteers that help make it possible. As you know, this is our largest fundraiser of the year, and we made a lot of money thanks to you all. So again, my hat's off to all of you for helping make that a success. We are indeed happy to have our Vice President for Operations, Lisa Walters, here today to address us on things from the management meeting and from the National Honor Flight meeting. So, Lisa, over to you.
Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's doing good. And I'm just here to give you some updates about the flights for this year and next. As you probably know, Honor Flight National have cancelled all flights through August the 15th. And they have their monthly meeting the last week of every month. And so we're going to wait for the meeting this month and the meeting in May before we'll know about the fall flights. If there's no change in the May meeting, then we're going to have to cancel the September flight because there simply isn't enough time to get it all together. And then we'll have to see about the fall flight. I sincerely hope we'll be able to do a fall flight, but at the moment, we just don't know. The problem is, although Arlington has reopened to visitors, it's not open to buses, so that means we can't go. And there's a limit of 140 people that are allowed in at any one time, and we've got more than that. So again, that's a problem. You all know what's been going on in Washington. We need the park police with us. At the moment, the park police are not issuing any gathering permits. And I think they've got other things on their mind rather than escorting us around Washington. So until the park police are available and until Arlington is open, we won't be able to do anything. However, hopefully next year looks most promising. I have all the flights scheduled with Allegiant Airlines. We've got one in April, one at the beginning of May, and then a couple in the fall. In addition to that, on May the 31st, we have an all-female flight. We are leaving on May the 31st and returning on June the 1st. The board has given us permission to stay overnight. So that is what we're going to do. We'll be taking like 130 female vets to Washington. So this should be a fantastic trip. And it's going to be all females. We probably will have one token male on board, but that's it. Otherwise, all female. So it's going to be an incredible trip. We're going to have a banquet at the Baltimore Hilton where we'll be staying. We have lunch at the Women's Memorial the next day. So it's going to be just incredible. Unfortunately, I'm overbooked for female vets at the moment. And I have a long list of female guardians who also want to be on this. So, you know, the flight is absolutely full at the moment. Okay, CPR. Everybody's CPR has expired by now. So CERT has contacted me, and they are putting on special classes for all honor flights at the American Legion. This is honor flight only. And in the next few days, I'll be sending out links where you can access this information and sign up. So there's one in June, one in July, and one in August. So please do this. We don't want to wait until before the flight and then have everybody trying to, you know, get their CPR. The CPR is good for 2 years. So, you know, you can do it right now and you'll still be good for all the flights. Just a reminder that everybody has to be vaccinated to go on one of our flights. We're all about safety, and the safety of our vets comes first and foremost. So, you know, by vaccinated, I mean both vaccinations or the single one if it's Johnson & Johnson. So I think that's all the updates I have for you right now. And, you know, the moment we hear anything new out of national, we will let you know. So until then, I'll say goodbye and stay safe, everyone. Al, back to you.
Thank you, Lisa. That was a lot of really good information. As Lisa said, we will be requiring vaccinations of everybody, and we will also be requiring proof of those vaccinations. So don't lose your cards. We will be asking for them if you're going to be participating in an honor flight mission. So as you know, over the course of the last few months, we've been highlighting various different services and other veteran-related organizations. Today, we're going to be highlighting the Disabled American Veterans. And we are very pleased and very honored to have actually a very longtime friend of mine, Dennis Story, who's U.S. Army retired. A little bit about Dennis. He spent 21 years on active duty service with the Army and retired in 1996 as a Chief Warrant Officer 3. He and his wife, Rhonda, purchased a home in the Villages in 2008 and moved in permanently in 2010 after retiring from Booz Allen Hamilton in 2010 as an IT security contractor. After moving to the Villages, Dennis spent 5 years as a volunteer office manager at the American Legion Post 347, the one we use. Currently, he's a veteran service officer at the Villages VA Outpatient Clinic representing the Disabled American Veterans Department of Florida. He is also currently the commander and webmaster of the Orange Blossom Gardens Chapter 150 of the Disabled American Veterans here in the Villages. So without further ado, let me turn it over to Dennis.
Good morning, everyone. Again, thank you, Al, for that great introduction. I'm Dennis Story. I'm the DAV Orange Blossom Gardens Chapter 150 Disabled American Veterans current commander, and also a Department Services Officer with the Department of Florida, located at the Villages VA Outpatient Clinic. Disabled American Veterans is a nonprofit charity that provides a lifetime support for veterans of all generations and their families, helping more than 1 million veterans positive life-changing ways each year. Annually, the organization provides more than 240,000 rides to veterans attending medical appointments at the various VA clinics and hospitals. Disabled American Veterans Chapter 150 runs a van service from the Village's VA outpatient clinic over to the Gainesville Hospital and back. We have currently started up our van service again after the pandemic is easing up a little bit. We're able to do Tuesdays and Thursdays now from the VA clinic over to the hospital. In 2020, the DAV helped veterans receive more than $23 billion in earned benefits. DAV services are offered at no cost to all generations of veterans, their families, and their survivors. DAV is also a leader in connecting veterans with meaningful employment, hosting job fairs, and providing resources to ensure they have the opportunity to participate in the American dream their sacrifices have made possible. With nearly 1,300 chapters and more than 1 million members across the country, Disabled American Veterans empowers our nation's heroes and their families by helping to provide the resources they need, and the nation, in turn, our nation keeps the promises made to them. We are dedicated to a single purpose, empowering veterans and their families so they can access a full range of benefits available to them, fighting for the interests of America's heroes on Capitol Hill and educating the public about great sacrifices and needs of the veterans transitioning back into civilian life. Our mission is pretty simple. First of all, we provide outreach concerning its program services to the American people generally and to disabled American veterans in general and their families specifically. Our chapter has set up displays at most villages events highlighting the many services that the DAV has to offer. We also provide that van service between the village's VA outpatient clinic and the Gainesville VA hospital free of charge to those veterans needing rides to their doctor's appointments at the hospital. We have also established a one-time assistance program that can assist a veteran with a one-time financial assistance. We have 2 paid department service officers down at the village's VA outpatient clinic to assist the veterans free of charge again in filing disability claims and providing guidance on benefits that they may be entitled to. Representing the interest of disabled veterans, their families, their widowed spouses, and their orphans before Congress, the White House, judicial branch, as well as the state and local governments. Representing the interest of disabled American veterans, their families, their widowed spouses, and their orphans before Congress, the White House, judicial branch, as well as state and local. Representing the interest of disabled American veterans, also our chapter established a legislative chairman responsible for researching and reporting any and all legislative actions affecting our disabled veterans and their families, and encourage veterans to make their opinions known to our federal, state, and local officials. We have what they call a Commander's Action Network, which any veteran can sign up for, and they can receive emails and alerts on different legislative actions and what they can do to provide their support to Congress and senators. We provide a structure through which disabled American veterans can express their compassion for their federal veterans through various volunteer programs. Chapter 150 encourages local volunteerism, provides a mechanism for reporting hours through our local Veterans Assistance Program. We get credit for those hours and we send those off to national every year, and we get recognized at the national and local conventions. DAV Chapter 150, we meet at Saddlebrook Recreation Center on the second Tuesday of every month at 1 o'clock. DAV service office is located at the village's VA outpatient clinic. We're staffed 5 days a week from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. And right now we're seeing patients and veterans by appointment only. Our phone number down there is 352-674-5007. If a veteran needs an appointment, they can call that number and we'll get them in as quick as we can. We also have an email address. It's davchapter150@gmail.com. We also have a Facebook page and a website that we maintain and put all the current information out there for our chapter. At this point, I'd like to introduce 2 short videos that could help encapsulate our mission and our goals of the Disabled American Veterans. The first one is Real Veterans, Real Victories.
When I was in Iraq, our convoy was hit. It was bad. After I came home, I could still hear booms and see tracer fire. And that's when they gave me the diagnosis of chronic severe post-traumatic stress disorder. My name is Naomi Mathis, and I am an Air Force veteran. Today, I'm part of DAV. We're veterans helping veterans to get the benefits they've earned. You know, a lot of times people walk into my office, oh, you know, they're just the DAV lady. No, I'm a veteran and I'm a combat veteran. Before I joined DAV, I handled my claim by myself. My claim was all messed up. I did not get the percentage that I should have gotten. You don't want to do what I did, which was I had no help. I did it all by myself. You want to sit down with a professional that's been through this. My claim ended up at the Court of Appeals for Veterans Claims in Washington, D.C. And with the help of DAV, they were able to get my claim fixed. I wanted to make sure it was correct because I wanted to make sure my children were getting the benefits that they have earned through their sacrifice. And I believe that I went through every single bit of that so that I can help the veteran that's sitting across from me. Rest assured that with DAV, there are veterans that understand everything that you have been through, and we can help. I'm Naomi Mathis. I'm an Air Force veteran, and my victory is being here for my kids.
And the second one is the value of our DAV membership.
As one of the nation's leading veteran service organizations, DAV's successes on behalf of veterans rely solely on the strength and engagement of its members, which help ensure veterans' issues are properly addressed in your local community and in Washington. But who are DAV members, and how can you become one? Well, first, any service member who is not dishonorably discharged and sustained an injury or illness during their time in the military, whether service-connected by the VA or not, or anyone who aggravated a previous injury during his or her time in service, is eligible for DAV membership so long as they served during a period of armed conflict. And no, it doesn't have to be direct combat. So, what does DAV membership include? It's well known that DAV's services, including professional help with VA claims and the transition and employment assistance DAV provides all veterans at no cost, do not require membership in DAV. However, DAV members do receive savings on Ford vehicles and other great member advantages. You also get a free subscription to DAV magazine. But most importantly, especially if you were helped by DAV, becoming a member gives you the opportunity to pay it forward and add your voice to help your fellow veterans. And how do you become a DAV member? Just log on to dav.org/membership and fill out an application. You can submit it online or send it in the mail. Either way, joining DAV's ranks brings individual perks and strengthens the voices of our nation's veterans in your local community and in Washington. Learn more about becoming a DAV member by visiting dav.org/membership and help fulfill the promises to the men and women who served.
I'd like to now turn it over to Al. We'll finish up the discussion.
Thank you, Dennis. That was a very informative presentation. We all appreciate what your chapter does for our disabled veterans here in the local community. Well, that's it for this time. We'll be seeing you in another month, and hopefully we'll have some new information to impart based upon the CDC guidelines and maybe something new from Honor Flight National. Okay, bye.